Hello, I'm Padraic, and welcome to our Let's Play of Northgard. So, this is a game I've been pretty interested in and playing quite a bit of, and it's a lot of fun. So it takes a whole combination of things. You got your Vikings, strategy, building. Just right off the bat, I love it. So, let's go for a nice quick game, medium, and play into it. So we definitely want domination, so where you beat people up with soldiers. You're going to want wisdom, which is the technology, trade, which is gold, fame, which is, of course, every Viking needs to be famous, and map special, so that'll be like certain things on the map that you can complete. I guess we'll just put in my name. It's not Norwegian, but it's Gaelic at its roots, so close enough for what we're doing. So then we get to pick our clan. Fenrir, Clan of the Wolf, they're very combat oriented, as many of you know. We're not even going to try, but basically it's the Clan of the Stag. That is all about fame production, and they get special buildings. So instead of their brewery, they get their bardic hall, which allows them to gain additional fame when they do things. So they're all about fame. Clan of the Goat, they're a good beginner group because they just survive. They produce a lot of food and don't need a lot of wood to survive with the winters. So they're good for really anything you're going to do. They're nice and basic. And then Hujin and Munin, the Clan of the Raven, they are your merchants. So you can send them out raiding. They're really good at collecting gold. So that really comes down to what kind of a victory we're going to go for. I'm going to probably pick the goat for our first one, because as you can see, you start with 2 sheep. You can build a sheepfold, which gives you bonus food. Your clan eats less food overall, and these sheep actually help you use less wood during the winter. And feasting gives us bonuses. So let's go at it. So thank you all for joining me today. I'm really excited to be playing this game. And guys, of course, what do you think I forgot? Probably can guess it. My timer. Brittany keeps telling me, remember the timer first. But do you think I do? No, never do. So here we are. We start with our town hall, which is where our center is. Whoa. We got this double mouse going on. What is this about? Okay, that's better. Yep. I do not know what that was about. So yeah, we can't directly control our workers and telling them what to build, but as long as they're within a certain area, you can tell them, you can just build it and they just get to it. So we'll need a scouting camp to quickly go around and scout the neighboring areas. We need a house for more space. And I'm going to wait for the woodcutters. We have to go quick though, because usually you can get a forest nearby, so I think there's going to be a forest right here. And the forest will give us bonus, like bonus wood. So that's very helpful for us. Make sure I'm at my 40. I was watching some videos last night just after I finished recording because it was a long day of recording. I think I had 10 hours straight of recording. You guys won't see it all instantly, but you will see it over progression of time. I was doing all my Diablo recording. From basically Act 2, I then finished the game yesterday for Diablo 3 because I wanted to complete it with the Necromancer class. I was supposed to also record with Alpha, but he was really tired after work, so we didn't end up doing it, so I got to complete the game. Today, after I do some Northgard recordings with you guys, I'm going to then probably be doing Grim Dawn, which is Diablo-esque, but it's really, really cool. Basically, it's like an apocalyptic type era, so you fight with axes and swords made out of scrap metal, and you can get firearms made of scrap metal, and just the aesthetic for it's very similar, and I really enjoy the story. So I've played it a little bit. I've made it, I'd say, quarter through the game. Haven't completely finished it myself, so I figure, hey, why not try it now? So yeah, lots of fun. Sorry, just a little bit of lubrication for the throat. And yeah, we got a forest here, so we are going to build our woodcutter's lodge. Oh, we can't, because of course wolves. Alright, so we'll just build a quick lumber camp in our main town because we need to get it done, because we'll need to get some wood to be able to do building some soldiers, which is, I believe, nope, that's the fisherman's. Where's the military training camp? Yeah, we'll need the 50 wood, but we need the lumber lodge, or woodcutter's lodge as they call it, to do that. So far, no food resources. And food is one of those things in this game that's actually the most important resource. Yeah, there's all the other victory conditions, but food is actually the most important. Secondary is wood. Because unlike other games where you just build the resources and collect the resources and then just build with it, you actually consume these resources constantly, which is the survival aspect of it. So when the winter comes, oh, and look, we're already going to be attacked. Oh, maybe not. Thank goodness. Like, please, no, not right away. So I wanted to build a sheepfold in here, and I still might, because what I can do, I'll just grab... Oh, that one's got wolves too. So this is a pretty crummy start, in that we're surrounded by wolves. But we're just going to grab one. We use some food there to colonize it, because you take control of these tiles, and you make the tiles better by improving them, and each tile's got its own benefit. So this one's got stones, which is used for upgrading our buildings. Now in here, we're going to build a training camp. However, it's not going to get built until I send somebody over there. We're getting pretty close to our population cap, so once we get some more wood, I want to build another house. But we got to wait for that. We got our lovely fuzzy sheep. I love that they prance and bounce. It is the cutest thing ever. Many of you don't know, but I love sheep. Have from a young age. We have sheep farmers in the family. I've wanted to go visit them because they're lovely. And great creatures, very versatile actually. We use them for their wool. If you have goats along with the sheep, you use milk. They provide meat. They're actually really good for land because goats and sheep naturally like to eat weeds. Not the weed that humans like, but the weeds that usually are nasty for the land. So instead of having to mow your lawn or constantly pull the weeds out by hand, the sheep will actually eat them for you, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know where I was going on that sheep tangent, but yeah, I like sheep. Heck, me and Brittany, we actually have these giant stuffed sheep. Not of real sheep, but like teddy bears type thing. We have 2 of them, and then we have this little one my sister made me, which is, it's more of a ball than a sheep, and we call it Doom Sheep because she overstuffed it to the point it looks like it's going to explode. So, yeah. Oh, let's build our sheepfold, because now the sheep will keep us warm and produce us food while it's in here, in this tile, which is really nice. And seeing as we can get some more sheep right away from over here, why they don't get eaten by that wolf, I'll never know. Alright, got some warriors. Thanks. I really don't care. Get in here to micro it a little bit. Hey, we shouldn't lose this warrior anyway, so there we go. Now we're going to colonize this right away because I want that forest. We'll probably tear down our lumber yard or just build a second one. We're getting pretty low on food though, so thank goodness for the sheepfold, because this just demonstrates the survivability of the goat clan, because here we have no food resources, or you'd think we have no food resources, but then boom, positive 5 food from that. So it's really helpful in just balancing it a little bit, so gives you a little bit of something when you otherwise don't have very much. And still, further exploration, still no food resource, which is, thank goodness we eat 5% less food, because, well, we'd be having an area. Oh, you can also develop an area, which allows you to increase the number of buildings just once, because each area has a certain number of buildings. So we're at our cap of 5 here in the main town, but I could develop it and do a little bit more. We got some fish here, but we got a, oh dear, we got wolves. That's where the wolves are. Oh, that gives you a sheep count. Nice. So, oh dear, soldiers, get in there. Soldiers, go. Soldiers, go! And the one thing about this game that I think is pretty cool, your people actually do worse if there's more, if they're hurt. So they're worse at their job as they're hurt, which means we should, as soon as we can, I'm gonna build a lumberyard instead because I don't like waiting to build things. So let's build that. Let's get a citizen to go in here. Let's send the second citizen in here because we know we're gonna be building or working in it. Alright, we now have this, colonize it for 80. And continue on. We're also going to want to build a house, but again, low on wood. We gotta wait. Wait for this guy to finish scouting, because then we can send him to go plunder this dungeon. Come on. And we got sheep. So that's pretty good. Now I'm going to want to build a sheepfold closer to home where it can't be stolen. 80 wood. Let's send these sheep over to this tile. Because this tile, 3 buildings, 4 buildings. So we're going to be more located in here. So really, we should send those sheep over here. And it depends on how many people you have in a tile as to how much wood that tile consumes during the winter. But seeing as this one's giving us a net positive of wood, I'm not too concerned. Mine, come on, 80 wood. Oh, where's that scout? Scout, I'll just click it here. Scout, thank you. Go explore that. Alright, we're gonna keep building. We can now build our sheepfold. Your clan can't grow because it needs more houses. I know, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now we can get to trading, so it gives us more gold, more attack, or more wood production. Now you see here with these little goat symbols, these are bonuses to for our clan specifically. So these are techs that only we can do. Oh, I like that. So we're gonna go with sharp axes because here we can get the food bonus, so we eat less. Reduces the cost to acquire an area. To increase an area with possible building, so it makes it cheaper to build up our town. And then we can get more workers working in our towns, which is fantastic. Food trade. Trading food increases your trading routes incomes by 100%, so that's good. We'll get that later, but we'll want to streamline that top one simply because it has a lot of bonus text that really benefit us. Alright, and we'll keep on building. Next. Now we're getting close to winter, so I'm actually, as much as I would like to build a little bit more for housing for our citizens, I actually don't want to increase my population during the winter because if you're going to see in a minute, once it hits winter, it's going to dramatically drop my resources. Actually, the drop isn't too bad, so we will build a house as well. Especially since we got the sheepfold coming. It should give us a bit of a positive. He's almost finished exploring here. We're going to want to clear out these wolves, so where's these warriors? Let's go fight. Now we're going to get it so that the healed one, or uninjured one, it enters first. Simply because that way it doesn't die. We'll keep an eye on him. Pull him out if he needs to. Now our people also fight less effectively during winter, so attacking right at this moment is a pretty bad idea for me, but I want to get this cleared because we'll get bonus research in this area. And it looks like I'm going to be going for a research victory simply because we're not going to be able to have a big clan to go for fighting. So it's just better to do it that way. Go on, sheeps. Get me some more food. Hooray, food. Bounce and prance to your home. So there. Only -2. So pretty good, pretty good. Pardon me as I take another sip of my tea. I completely forgot we had these lovely cups. Tea tastes so much better when it's an actual china, like the actual material china, because for whatever reason it just tastes better. So Brittany, in the effort of making sure I don't leave mugs in my office, says I'm only allowed to use these cups now, like these china cups, because A, I like the taste of it better, but B, as such a small capacity, I'll naturally bring it back to the kitchen because I want more tea, and I won't leave these partial cups of laying around. Now, one thing I really like about the newer versions and updates of this game is that it has 2 new military types. So before you only had your standard warrior. Now you can build a shield bearer, axe throwers. It's really, 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 really cool. Trying to become merchants. Well, we are losing gold, so let's plop this down here. See, like what I meant? This is going to become built up, so it's good that we put the sheep in here because look at all this extra wood we're doing. We're barely using any for firewood. The main thing being food. Now we need to train up an army to fight in here. Oh, which brings me to my second thing. We need a healer. That's full. Let's stick him in the woods. Because, you know, crazy healers stuck in the woods makes sense. I didn't end up seeing what we got, but I'm sure we got some resources. I only got 75 renown, so I'm only at the chieftain level. But that's okay. Where's our army at? Oh, there's Draugr there. So Draugr are like undead Norse warriors. We've all seen them in Skyrim and whatnot, so it's cool that they made it into this game as well. And the game's still under development. Like, there's supposed to be a 5th clan coming up for us, so I'm pretty excited about that. Now, normally I'd go for the food, but we're already pretty good on food. But right away, the extra resources, I'm going to want to do that. And we can still go back and grab the cooking lore if we want. But once we start mining this, and I'm going to upgrade this, I'm going to end up developing this area, because I actually want to build this stone mine. But now we're going to end up with 50% more stone, so we'll end up with 30 stone rather than just the villager. Come here. Rather than just the 20. So that's pretty good in my books. Let's move you over here. Let's build our miner's hut. And we'll break that mine down later and probably pop in a house or something there. Oh, and I forgot to send a builder to go build that hut. Everyone's probably thinking, go build it! Oh, there's our other food tile up here for hunting. So we neighbor it, and we got another woods. And from the looks of it, as much as I said this start was not so good, it looks like for the most part... Oh, which territory is under attack? Let's send our warriors. Villager run! There we go. Saved her. Really? He turns back, smacks her, and then... Wow. Okay. So, losing one villager to wolves is gonna be the problem, but we're not gonna be able to do anything about it. Set you in as a healer. How many healers can I have right away? 1 of 2. Wicked. Villager. Ooh, I don't want to pull him off, because if you see here, we only have +1 wood. Our food. Villagers naturally will forage, so if I pulled her off, I would lose the option to... Oh, we've found the gates of Helheim. So if we take control of this, we win. But, we're fairly far off of that. So we're going to wait. Quarry's done. You go mine some stone, which is great. Why are we suddenly producing 3 food? Oh, did we get a new villager? If I took you off and made you a second healer... Nope, 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 nope. We're going to leave you as a villager. Because we need the food right now. I'm trying to get us up into this fishing area, but that's a lot of wolves to fight. Which is a problem. I'm probably going to pull one of my woodcutters off, make them back into citizens. Because we already have this one doing wood, and we have a lot of surplus of wood. We don't need that much. Especially with the sheep. So, yeah. That could make you temporarily a healer as well. Let's make an axe thrower in here as well. I need another citizen. Come, citizen. We need your help. Now, I'm just fighting against AI for this match simply because I want it to be a nice, simple intro to the game. And playing against AI is hard enough to start off with. People can do some interesting and different things, which kind of changes how the game works fundamentally, so I'd rather not have to fuss with it. So, and now using our stone, we'll be able to upgrade buildings, but we're losing gold right now. So I'm definitely going to be using this so we get bonus gold. Oh, let's go get us another citizen, throw them in there. And see what I mean? Before, we had no problem with the gold, but because our merchants hurt, they're not as productive. So they're not going to generate as much extra gold for us. And once these healers finish working and turn them back into citizens, that's another thing. You flip-flop your workers back and forth to maximize your efficiency. I'm going to also hit a feast right now, because now we're going to produce a bonus of everything, which we need. Hi, citizen. Oh, I need 40 gold. 30 gold. They're producing extra gold for me, so that's good. Okay, so everything's ticking along pretty well. We're going to right away upgrade this. Oh, I need to upgrade the town hall, which requires gold. Okay, I can wait. Was hurt while exploring a new area. That can occasionally happen. Now, I want to eventually colonize this and get this ticking along for research, because that would really benefit us, but I don't think we can take the food hit right now. And probably with my next tech, I'm going to take the one that allows us to do healing or less food, or I might take the one where my upgrading the areas to have more people or more buildings. I might take, depends on where we're at that occasion. Now what I might do is pop in, kill a wolf, pop back out, but I don't want to risk it. Alright, cool, healer. You are now an axe thrower. You are also a healer. You are a villager that is doing nothing. Now see how she has an hourglass? They only can forage in areas with houses, like these houses in it, which is, I think, is pretty cool. Gives a little bit more of a purpose to the house and where you place it. And another benefit is if I have people out here and it gets attacked, those people will help defend, which is another benefit to it. Oh yeah, we have to upgrade the town center. Go now. And we also have 0 happiness, so our clan is probably not going to grow too much more. There's one wolf. Fall back. And defend. Alright, we're going to keep that healer healing. And we'll attack again. And we'll stay right near the border so we can hop in and out of the territory as we need to. And we need to colonize this right away so it blows up the wolf lodge or cave. There's a lot of wolves down here, but for the large part we're locked in here. There's only one entrance to our territory, and that's right here, which is actually pretty fantastic for us. Now, if there's a Raven clan, yes, thank you. If there's a Raven clan around, it will mean they can raid us, but it is still of a benefit that we're mostly locked in, because you only need to really fortify. Oh yes, we need to build food silos. It will fortify us against most attacks. Hey villager, go over here. We're gonna send a second villager over here. We're also gonna build a food silo. Food silo will give us a bonus to food production in this tile of 10%. I usually also want to throw them in with my sheepfolds, but I don't need to worry about it too much yet. I do want to get to that though, because that will allow us to get the bonus people and food production right away. So we'll wait on that. I can develop this area now. And I think I will, because we have plenty of wood, so I can just right away throw a silo in here and get a bonus to this. I'll probably blow up the... Once I blow up the mine here, I'll put the other silo there to give that sheepfold a bonus to food as well. Alright, now you're a fisherman. And I want to upgrade you, but I have to wait till I have 50 crowns to upgrade the town center first. And we're going to have to worry about happiness soon, but now I've got food dealt with, which was the main thing. Now, where's our brewery? Brewery's there, I'll need 50 gold. So right now we're just ticking along waiting for gold. Now I have a healer. I have one healer. Why is he not... Why are you not getting healed? I guess he's working on a warrior right now. Yeah, healing a warrior. Warriors and military get... Yes, I know you're unhappy, thank you. Get priority, which I think is pretty cool. Very helpful. Now, where can we stick some more workers? I'm going to stick you as a miner so we can get that stone mined out, because I want that sheepfold having its bonus food. Because it will help us out in the long run, especially since we're about to go into winter. We need to stockpile as much as we can. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Very helpful, thank you. I know my people are unhappy. They're going to remain unhappy for the foreseeable future. I want to wait to build the carved stone in here because we get bonus to lore production anyway, so we'll just make that a super research tile. I'm probably going to go for this food tile next, clear out them. Or I could go right away for this. Oh, I don't want to go for that research tile. I want to go for this research tile because I also get the stone tile here. Not bad. Now the other resource is the steel, and the steel will allow us, or iron rather, will allow us to upgrade our buildings, or the steel or iron upgrades our people so they work better. We're going to get some bonus tools once we upgrade at another level to after Thane. So we'll get 2 sets of tools for free so I can upgrade 2 people right away. And the people you generally want to upgrade are the food, because then the more food you have, and that's the thing about the goats, that they've got really strong behind them. The more food, the bigger your population. So goat usually has a massive population to throw around and work, which generally benefits. There's also a mine in here. So let's... Oh, we don't have enough gold. Always the gold with the goats. Oh, good. They're done. So we can now destroy this building. We'll get a little bit of wood and gold back. That should give us just enough to, yes, build another mine. Oh, it's full. They're only allowed 2 people here. But that's fine. We'll put you back into villagers. Our scout died while exploring a new area. That's fine. He served his purpose. He explored pretty far. We only need to explore as far as this. We don't care anymore after that. And then we're going to fortify these 2 tiles here so that we have this huge area. So if that's the case, I'm probably going to beeline to these 2 tiles and fortify them so the enemy can't come in. Because that is one thing you have to worry about. The AI loves just poking in, attacking, coming back out. Poking in, attacking. Earthquakes, we need lots of wood. We got the wood, so we're good. In fact, I can probably throw, instead of them just doing nothing, there, let's throw them into working on that. I think I'm just going to colonize the research. No, we'll worry about the food first, like I was just saying. There's 2 wolves in there. Where's our army? I like that when you highlight, though, or box select, it will, and there's military units, it will only select the military units, which is super handy. Oh, 45 gold. See, gold is usually my shortcoming when I'm playing the goats, simply because They're not very good at it. That. We'll build a citizen, go there. We'll wait for the spring, so that way we actually don't get a negative to our attack. I'm glad actually the Draugr aren't like a Draugr spawning camp here, because then the Draugr would be invading us. See, the thing is, if they have there's a wolf cave or a Draugr tomb, it'll keep generating them, and then they'll come and raid your territory. So it's good to wipe out the caves and tombs right next to your border really fast, so that way you don't get attacked by it. Whereas if they're just here in the tile guarding, they won't raid you. So you don't need to worry about them as fast, which is why I took out the wolves really quickly. A, I wanted the fish, but B, I wanted to get rid of the wolves spawning and raiding me. Okay, we got another citizen. Good, good. I'm probably going to send you here to... Oh, no, you're wood. You're wood. You stay here. I want him. Villager, you're going to become a merchant once it is as it is. Come on, finish. Finish. Oh, only 2%. Okay. So if I have control group 1... Yes! Just made him control group 1. That is handy. Who is not working? You have no job, and our healer has no job currently, but that's okay. I don't need him to. Develop an area. I don't want to waste the gold on it. I want to upgrade this town hall. I'll increase the maximum population and growth, which is a nice one to have, because if you lose citizens a lot, which you tend to have happen as the goats, simply because you throw them to the deaths a lot because you don't worry about them because you've got a bigger one, population, so. Okay, here we go. Fight! Bring back honor and glory, friends. That was fast. Okay, so. Oh, there is an enemy scout. So you can't attack these guys in a neutral territory, but if they start to enter our territory, we can kill them. So I just need a little bit of food, and that will be our territory. Gold is now finally increasing. So we'll get our 50. We'll upgrade this to the town hall, level 2. Oh, zoom levels. There we go. I like a certain zoom level just because it's better. It's easier on my eyes. I'm gonna build this silo here, and now we're just waiting for that earthquake to come. That way we don't need to worry so much because we got so much extra wood, and that's one of the things I like about the goats. You end up with so many extra resources. Now I misset my timer because I started talking but not fully talking. So now that's interesting. They did raid us. So apparently I was talking out of my ass. Run, fisherman. It's easier to heal you than replace you. Nope. Nope. Leave that tile. Fight a little bit longer. Now leave the tile. And we'll send them back into the tile in a minute. I just don't want them killed by this guy. There you go. Go back in. Fight. Send you guys back up this way. Now, I went down. Why did I go down? Did I build something with food? I might have. I very well might have. Oh, now see, someone's obviously got research going. So we need to get a research tile going as soon as possible. But we've got other fish to fry. Good, we can get our town hall. Now that'll quickly upgrade. Boom. Don't need to worry about it now. Now I want to get the gold. Yes. Yes. Because not only will the gold allow us to funnel additional people into it, it will also allow us to make more gold where we are. Like right now, not even any extra people. I'm making 5 extra gold now, which is fantastic. So now we just wait. What I might do is also clear these guys at the same time. Yeah, let's start clearing these guys out so that they don't raid me. For honor and glory! I just don't want to make sure I'm not losing anybody. Yep, start running back. Yep, pull back. Throw you in. There we go. That should finish them off. Good. There we go. So yes, that could leave our enemies to take these, but they'd have to take this tile to take either of our tiles, so it's safe to clear it out. Oh! I think this means they can still get to us from here, so we actually have 2 entrances, which is fine. I can just fortify this and these 2 and we'd be fine. Unless we have... Nope, nope. Here comes the earthquake. Industrious. All buildings can be assigned an additional person. Quick, an earthquake has damaged 3 of our structures. Where's the repair? There should be a repair option. Repair? We're gonna just pause. No, we can't interact with it. How does one repair? I can destroy it. There should be a little repair button. Our building is burnt. Oh, we need a villager. Villager! Repair that. Now this sucks because I only have one extra villager. So I'll just have to send this one worker around to repair the whole village. Which is not too bad. Alright, now go repair that. And then we'll go repair the silo. Not bad. So now all of our places can take even more people. So like this is upgraded, we can take 4 people. So this is again the strength of the goats. They just have massive populations to throw around and work with. We also need to build a brewery to get some happiness chugging along, so we'll probably do that next. Go repair that, please. Build a brewery here. Build a house here as well. There we go. All is well again. We have one extra citizen, which is the one working. Okay. I'm gonna have to switch some people off with gold to the brewery, simply because that way we can get some happiness and population growth. Alright, go build that. Alright. Yeah. Going well. So, thank you all for joining me. That's it for now. Have a good morning, afternoon, and evening. Ta-ta for now. Bye!
Bye.
You don't need to be weird.